I'm kind of embarrassed that my mythic rank has gotten all the way down to 90%. It keeps, like, all I have to do is not play. Like, I got it up to 94% 2 days ago, and here we are. So, blue-white, this hand is so bad. That's funny. That's a funny hand. Blue-white control standard right before it rotates. Dead format. Nothing to play for but pride, baby. I just don't like being a 90%er. Not that it doesn't actually matter. It really doesn't. Scroll shift. But it matters to me, damn it. And what the hell, dailies? Sometimes I do feel like playing standard for my dailies. So you get some standard blue-white. But the thing is, this is where I like figure out what to do with myself. I don't think putting my blue-white deck up as a video right now will be good for anybody. Nobody cares, right? It's a dead standard. It'll probably get a below average click-through rate on my channel, which hurts my overall algorithm points. It hurts my sponsorship deals. So you get it on this channel. The dumping ground for the content that I'm pretty sure won't do as well as I'd like it to. And our opponent's playing Omniscience. They're still hanging out. It's now a 5-mana spell that reanimates it. If they just have it, they win. I guess not necessarily, because we have Get Lost and we could draw running lands and play a Loch-Whale, but we don't have a counter spell or Rest in Peace or card draw, so we're probably cooked. Could have tried to play a Beza, but if they counter it there, we just don't have 2 mana going into the next turn, where if we wait for them to hit this land drop, the Beza can make a treasure. Oh well. I guess I do this. I'm really trying to keep up appearances on a counter spell. Guess what? I mill you. Sometimes it mills the win cons. Not often enough. Should have left up an Adarkar Wastes, not a Plains. Just gives them a little more pause. That's just a card draw from scroll shift. It's good with the Overlords, which gives a mid-range plan to the Omniscience deck for when their combo isn't working. Roiling Dragonstorm. Can be a good lockdown target. They don't always have a good way to get it back. And they might be trying to scroll shift it or something. Discard hand size. Lockdown of their own. Looks like we're going to miss this land. But I would rather be using my Fountainport than trying too hard to interact with the Dragonstorm.
You can be made to obey.
And they might be trying to scroll shift this. But nah. I'm just going for it. Well, they kind of snuffed out that we just don't have it. Here's your Omniscience. There's an Omniscience. Go after this one. They should be nervous about countering this Get Lost, because if they don't, then I could counter this Omniscience on the stack, but they're letting it happen. Okay. I think that's all the Omniscience, though, if we can get... I'm wrong. They drew all 4. Alrighty. I don't need to see the rest. Omniscience, still out and about. It's really good when I draw 0 counter spells whatsoever. It's, yeah. And card draw. 0 card draw, 0 counter spells, 0 rest in peace. That's nasty. That's not the way you want your first game to go. And we had to mulligan a 3 Beza 4 land hand. Jesus. Magic can be cruel in best of 1. It's definitely the kind of game I just can't put on the main channel because really nothing happened. We posed a little bit. That's about all that happened. Just some posturing. I'm starting to wonder if there are counter spells in this deck. I'm pretty sure they're still in this deck. Last ride for Seachrome Coast, by the way. And Adarkar Wastes about to rotate. Maze's End. LOL. That was fun. So that's the other side. That's the other side of the game. I think this deck still has Rest in Peace and like 5 counter spells, but hey, we can have a look. Why not? Mid video deck tech as we do our dailies. 4 Elspeth, 2 Ultima, 4 Jace, 2 Day, 4 Beza, 4 Lockdown, 4 Stock Up, 3 No More Lies, a Rest in Peace, 4 Get Lost. Yep. 1 Blast Zone, 2 Demolition Field, 2 Fountainport, by the way. So drawing that Demolition Field was kind of funny. I mean, I assume they run 4 Maze's End in their Gates deck, but they see 1 Demolition Field and they quit. That's cute. It's not like I can counter their Maze's End. It's actually a pretty tough deck for me to beat. Okay, will we draw a land? If we draw a land, we're cooking. If we don't, we have back-to-back Get Lost to try to keep from dying. I feel like there's only 1 deck out there these days. Here's a Rest in Peace. Hopefully your Omniscience. Every deck is blue-white, as it always should have been. Okay. Do we run a Stock Up into this? I'll wait 1 turn. That's what we're up against. Okay. Do I Get Lost an Authority? This is not the matchup we want to see, but Ultima goes a long way, but Beza is going to be necessary. So I guess I will. Bingo. That didn't take long. The Crag! Yeah, do it. Do it. Okay, we want to let them build a nice big construct-y board, and then we want to nuke it all. Or do we nuke this now? It sure sends them to the Stone Age, doesn't it? You know what? We have another one. Make them rebuild. The second one will be like the mega knockout blow. They are so lucky to have another one of those already. They're so lucky, but that's okay. We'll find the Ultima. We'll find it. Don't panic. They only have 1 card left. What are the odds it even makes a construct? They just scryed 2 to the bottom, and then they shuffled. The joke's on them. All right, we want to keep the deck moving. Man, I kind of want the Planeswalkers, but this No More Lies might counter a 3-drop. Actually, it won't, right? If they have a 3-mana artifact, it won't counter it. But it will counter United Battlefront, which would make a lot of sense for them to have here. And the Elspeth is pretty crucial in holding off the construct, so I'll take it. Feels weird to give up a Jace, though. I guess I'll take a land for next turn as well to keep digging through the deck. We don't want to shuffle because we know the bottom is not Ultima, so let's avoid using this. Okay, good game. I bet they drew the card they scryed, and they deserve it. Fastest dailies ever for a control deck. Will none stand against us? Where'd the aggro decks go? It's like they got banned or something, and they haven't recovered. What did I see was the most played aggro deck? Bunnies? Bunnies and goblins? Goblins highest win rate, bunnies the most played. And then the mono green deck, the landfall deck, is really accelerated. Which I'm telling you, I can't win a game. I can't win a game with that deck. I also can't beat it. It's really funny how they keep defeating me. Going right for them. I don't believe in your counter spells. Planeswalker and Beza seems good. Load up. They do nothing. We get to be extra aggro. Sanctum into a world wagon. I don't know what to make of that. Beza still doesn't make a treasure. What does it do? This is 6. The opponent is 6. It does nothing here. So do I Jace and make them kill it? I guess so. I mean, if they have to play a creature, that's whatever. We could also charge the blast zone. Ugh, I hate that. All right, Jace, do your job. Go out there, take a beating. They'll probably have a way to just crew this and kill Jace, but that's what it is. We'll try to set up for Beza and Elspeth. Battle Crier. Trying to remember, did the Kibler deck have Lumbering World Wagon? That world, okay, and a Trailblazer. Isn't that backwards? Don't you wanna... Huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? What the hell is happening? What is going on? Okay. Wow. I mean, these enchantments and artifacts are devastating. And we can't let the Trailblazer live. But this sucks. Any instant speed removal? Anybody in the deck wanna help me? Like, how are we gonna set up an Elspeth around this? Maybe we have to play a lockdown into an Elspeth. Another one? What is their hand? Jesus. They're so good at magic. Hey, did they stack their deck? What is this? They just immediately have 2 more. Of exact it. Okay. Okay. Sure. Play another Feldar retreat. Just show me how rigged the game is. Please. It feels good. It's kind of exciting seeing a deck like this actually do something, though. Green decks have been so useless for so long. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of mind-blowing to see that they can do this. And we need to get lost for the World Wagon, or we're just dead here. That is the wrong instant speed interactive spell. They also need to resolve a creature, but they have enough land to pay for the No More Lies for sure. Unless it's too expensive, that would be awesome. Yeah, play like Boney Paul. Okay, that does not crew the wagon. The crew is 4. Okay. Hold on to your butts, guys. Are we not dead? Oh my god, we're not dead. Crater Hoof, get... Oh my god. Okay, can I lock down and Beza? I can. Can I lock down and Elspeth? I cannot. Doesn't matter if I make the fish, I'm just locking them down. But the treasure is huge for playing an Elspeth and maybe doing something else next turn. So come on, Brick. Brick! Off the top! Okay. Hard mode. Hard mode engaged. Unreal. Unbelievable. How many basics you got in there? The answer is more. There are more basics in there. freaking wagon, dude. Ultima, one time. One time. Awesome. 4 mana does make a Fountainport. Okay. Not quite dead. 4 mana won't make a Fountainport if it taps badly. Now, do we kill the Overlord or do we make the tokens? Fountainport makes 2 tokens. We kill the Overlord. All right, brick. Brick scum. What a deck. What? Like, what is this? The retreat. What is their blue card? Okay, that's a brick. That is 100% a brick. Why is that in their deck? Okay, Battle Crier is their blue card. And their white card is Felidar Retreat. Crazy. Insane. Why are you playing Ghost Vacuum? All right. Anyway. 1 fish, 2 fish. I think I do need to have Blast Zone available for the vacuum, though, because they're going to exile their own stuff and try to make sweet tokens of it. I mean, I know that Graveyard hates a thing. This just doesn't seem like a deck that cares. But you guys might tell me why that's not right. I don't know. Maybe it is required. I know vacuum can be in just about anything. But here, it just seems like you want to be, like, when you draw the vacuum and you needed to crew your World Wagon, like, that seems like something that would happen a lot more than you want it to. Jesus Christ. I swear to freaking God, if I brick out in this game, I am going to be so upset. Oh my gosh. Kona! Why the fuck not? If you drew that last turn, I'd be dead this turn. Ultima. Ultima. Oh, out of basics. That's actually enormous here. Okay. You take, go to 2, kill 1, and draw. Go to 2. We're not hitting the land drop this turn. Then we make 2. Then we can make 2 more. Okay, I think this is fine. Because since they're not making 1 this turn, killing 1 now is the same as like chumping this turn and next turn. The only difference is if we were to top deck a sweeper, like we're down 2 life. Okay. Wrong one. This one. Come on, big hits. Okay, that's probably a big hit. Do I blow up that Ghost Vacuum now? If I find Ultima, I'm gonna regret it. But I don't want to. Next turn is probably going to use a lot of my mana to both stock up and preferably board wipe, which means we won't have the option to hold up Blast Zone next turn. Which means them making the tokens is too dangerous. Jace! What do you do? 10 cards in grave. Ugh! Stock it up. Beza Ultima. So if they top deck a 4 mana card, that's okay. Remember, this ends the turn, so we actually have to plus the Elspeth first. Even though it kills our tokens, and we have to hit our land drop first, and we hold our nose. Finally, that wagon is gone. Brick. Eh? Lord Hypington the Brilliant, did you brick? Are we roping? Is it ropey time? Or are they just like slow rolling a crater hoof? There's no way they run like 4 crater. Why does this game hate me? Why? Why do I do this to myself? Why do I play standard? Why? Why? Memed on, man. Clown car deck. Okay. That's a 3/3 for 1, and I just drew my 3rd Adarkar Wastes with a Verge that doesn't make blue. Bounce it. What the heck? Is this all just creatures with drawbacks? What are you? Doesn't untap at the beginning of each end step. If a creature died, untap. Okay. Wow. I guess I'll do this. Where's my land? Okay, I'll take the Beza for sure. And I guess I'll take a lockdown. You will have your 4th Adarkar Waste and like it. That's my prediction. What are you doing with those? Not vigilance. Oh no. Beza? I mean, this stays a 6/4 lockdown. Let's get a pain-free source on the field. Could definitely matter. Scout? Why? The Slumbering Cerebus deck. Foundations All-Star to go with a Picnic Ruiner. I do feel ruined. This doesn't have haste. Does this give haste? Vigilance and Trample, and has Harmonize. I mean, gotta do these somewhere. Or do we just Day of Judgment again? They don't have Trample. Let's try to lead them to the Day of Judgment. I'll judge you later, but I will judge you. I don't think they're gonna like Beza at all. Okay. Double strike. Everybody get in there. Still at 12. 6 mana. Beza 2.0. Elspeth. They don't have Trample. I'm just going with Beza. Seems like a very tough card for them to beat. Imagine not having free Trample from your Monstrous Rage on everything. That must be really tough for you. Demo field. Do you think they run any basics? We could basics test them. I'm just going to jam Elspeth.
Join the fight.
The more creatures we have, the more they can't win. And then eventually we just fly over. This is the kind of matchup where Elspeth is so good. Here's Jace. If they don't have power, they can't win.
Plans are already in motion.
And yeah, we're just full turtled. 100% turtle. Okay. How much Beza is enough Beza? Do you think all 4 Bezas is enough Beza? They're chilling. I mean, are they just don't want to concede or something? They're dead in like so many ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Do we go for the dub? I mean, even if we miss, right? It's not that bad. Like, how are they gonna stop us? Double naps? That's insane. If they had killed like 1 token, I'm probably just cast a Beza there, but I might have casted Day of Judgment. Just ruin everything. Yeah, those are the matchups you want. Not so much the Felidar Retreat, Lumbering World Wagon. A little bit of every permanent types. What's a guy got to do to not be 91%? I mean, I'll keep, but this might be too slow. The meta's changed a lot. I mean, without Monstrous Rage, like, you can still get killed on your turn 3 if you do nothing, but it's not as common as it used to be. And if they don't have a turn 1 creature, I don't think they can do it, but who knows? The Delirium deck, I guess, could. You guys get the special peek at CGB, who has to check and respond to messages on his phone. What just happened? Oh, the Reanimator. I think I have to have faith they won't kill me, because if they make a big board, we do have to cast Day of Judgment, right? I have to have faith they can't acquire the haste they need to win. Not much of a Jace matchup, that's for sure. But yeah, if it's Rakdos joins up and they have like enough legendaries that I die from casting the Day of Judgment, man, that feels bad. But hey, that's what happens. It just wasn't a Magic the Gathering game. Okay, it's a Zombify. Is it haste? It's not haste. In fact, that wasn't, like, in terms of what this deck can do, that wasn't the nastiest. No! So they get back the Galta. I believe I take 12. And then I cast Day of Judgment and take another 12. Yeah, good game. That's great. Even when they don't have it, they have it. You know what I'm talking about? Jesus. Why do I play Standard? Why do I play Dead Standard? Who thought this was a good idea? I did win like 7 in a row yesterday when I wasn't recording. I was watching one of my other videos back for edits. And during that, just doing this in the background, I won 7 in a row. I was like, you know what? That was fun. I'll do that tomorrow. Here we are, just getting dunked on by garbage green decks. It's awesome. Our hands have been mid, and I haven't been mulliganing for 2-mana interaction, which is what I did in old standard, and maybe it's what I should still do in this standard. I'm just stubborn and I don't like to, because this is standard. In the history of standard, I've played blue-white decks thousands of times. You're not supposed to have to mulligan on turn 2. It's stupid. Anyway, on turn 2, you know what I mean. You're not supposed to have to mulligan for turn 2 interaction in every game. You're supposed to be able to catch up in standard if you miss 1 beat, but that's not the standard we play anymore. Anyway, what am I up against? I'm up against a red deck who hasn't played a creature, but I'm looking at an Ultima. Might be like a Clive deck. I'll take No More Lies, even though I'm tapped out right now and have a stock up for the future. Boros. This is gonna be Breach, isn't it? Dude, just a bunch of combo decks out here. Why? How did this happen? All right, I'm gonna take 1. Let's get a board presence, something that can attack. We'll gain that life, draw that card because we used our wastes. Yeah, this is Breach, and they have a Trumpeting Carnosaur because that's what would hold priority there, I think. Yeah, we have to hold up mana. I guess the best thing to do with that mana if I don't interact is Fountainport. We're coin flipping, yes. Okay, fail. I guess I'll just put pressure on them. I could make a treasure, but pressure will get the job done. We have a No More Lies, so we just need to make sure they die at a reasonable pace. Rest in peace. Does that stop them? No, it doesn't stop their deck. If I had an untapped land there, I could drop a whale, end the game. Here's the Carnosaur. It's possible you let the Carnosaur resolve, but there are things it might hit, like if it hits a Breach, you're in trouble. If it hits like a Scroll Shift, you can just remove it in response and then the combo's done. But Get Lost stops the combo as well. And since we're leaning on Get Lost here, and since they're dead the next turn to the Anchorage anyway, I'm going to just try to damage their deck. Because it's also possible they can't go off if a chunk of their deck is gone.
For the sake of Phyrex,
They need a critical mass.
I will shatter your mind.
So that could be huge. Although it looks like I didn't hit much. I did hit 3 Italies. Yeah, they're gonna scoop. That's kind of a freebie. As long as you don't get got tapping out for Elspeth or something. I've been on this scam list for a while now. They call me about a line of credit every day, and it's such a trap. It's really scummy. They're driving me crazy. They call from like different cities every day. They say that their call is about your credit score. They say their call is about your tax situation, but they're just selling stuff. And if you call them back and like they say you can opt out by hitting 9, that doesn't work, takes you to an operator. You tell them to take you off the list, they don't listen. Pisses me off, man. How is that legal? I even pay for a service that removes my records from the internet. So how are they doing this? And how can it be fine? Green. So many green decks. All right. Landfall. I think we just let you be. Elspeth is very dangerous against them, but when it works, it really works. Because if they have a way to get trample or something, you're in big trouble. Okay. Take it. Wait. Tifa. Gone. An Anchorage online. But okay, emoter. Whatever. Wait for the Hydra or whatever else they have. And if they have nothing, we'll get lost this little thing. But yeah, that's what you gotta do. Cool, they do not have a good answer. We'll stock up. We need our board wipes, and we need our instant speed interaction. And see if this Chocobo can kill me somehow. I mean, that's a way to get a land, I guess. Crazy. Absolute madness. All right. Lockdown's really good here. And we want to save the Ultima or the Elspeth until the Hauntwoods comes out. There are other things we might need to lock down. Do we just slam this and make them build their board? I think I do. A tough card to beat. A tough card to beat. If you can't get trample for free like Monstrous Rage, that's why the name of one of my videos was This Card Got Unbanned. And we have this flightless bird over here. If you're watching this, leave me a comment. Why do people like this card? Why do people like chocobos? Like, what's great about them? Flightless birds seem messed up to me somehow. You got trample? Okay, overprotect. Can you stop? You're being obnoxious. Okay, I'll spit down. Again? They have a Tifa. I want that Tifa to die. I mean, we didn't take any damage last turn. Why not? Two Ultimas is pretty good, but we want to make them really lean into the board before we use it. What do you know? We gave the landfall deck a land. What could go wrong? This time I'm going to block it with every token if they attack. Now, do they have a way to give this haste? Because they are playing red and we don't know why yet, but it could just... I mean, no, the Verge has to have a purpose here. Could you just make your damn play? Why did you do that? What was the freaking point of that? All right, there's no Monstrous Rage. I don't know if you know, that doesn't give trample, that card you just played. What are we doing here? All right. That's probably game, but we'll see. This deck has surprised me before. It got made into clips. My editors are brutal. They hate me. Yep, that is a pretty good tutor. It is a 4-mana creature, but that's the kind of tutor you want. A body and something else. So it does this. We end the turn when we cast... Oh, we have Day. Day is great. I was gonna say we have to plus our tokens into the Ultima because of the end of the turn thing, but it's fine. Day of Judgment did the job. I mean, they're gonna run out of creatures eventually, right? Right? Are they just gonna hold this? Kill it. You gonna protect it? You do seem like the overprotective type. Yeah. Fine. Made them use it on their turn, so the tramples are relevant. Let's make a map. Value, flightless bird, haha. Whoa, 2 maps? How did this happen? That's insane. Beza's pretty good. Doing it. I guess another overprotect is on the table, but we make them use it with a double block, and then we respond with the whale. Huge play. All right. Do they have a snakeskin veil on top of that? Nope. Or at least not one they're willing to use right now. Phase off the top, gains life. That's it. So does the whale. Let's try this again. Now that worked. Oh, that's a good card. Let's play this while we can gain life. It's not going to do much else. Could also play the whale there, but I'll take the life. Let's start beating them down. I am curious what the red is for. Like, do they have something with haste? Is that what's kind of... Because that's kind of missing from the deck, right? Is you do have to untap with your Tifa. Okay, Bill. Let's go counters and flying. Swing. Set him up to an almost dead situation. And Ultima those away. And again, we're testing you for haste, but it's 5 to 18 and I have a Planeswalker. What are you doing? There's another Hydra. Okay. This time we have to plus first. Then boom. How many more creatures can you pull? Uh-huh. And +1/+1 counters. It's not like the deck is that slow. It's actually a pretty fast deck. It just takes forever. The triggers take forever, but I guess that's Magic, right? That's what they want Magic to be. Lots of decisions. People feel like they have agency. That's how you do the game, you know? I'll just make the fish. It's a double fish play. And then untap win. You done? They want the full, complete experience. All right, you get it. On everything but the finish. Weird. Oh my god, up to 92%. How's them dailies? Was that 5 or 4? I can't remember. That's 5. That's 5. Good video, guys. Hope you enjoyed a little standard content for this channel. The deck, I showed it a little earlier. Don't craft all 4 Elspeths. If you're like tight on mythics, 3 or 2 is fine. You can just play another board wipe or something to stall. Same with Beza, like 3 is fine. I just really like these cards, and they beat the decks I really want to beat. Don't craft Jace, it's about to rotate, and when it does, we'll have to find some other fill-ins. But in this deck, you didn't need Jace nearly as much as a win con. You win a lot of games with Elspeth. Reminds me of the Elspeth from back in the Theros days. Won a lot of games with that card. Thank you for watching. You're cool.